journey. Got the mouses out here. This is my new favorite place. I can't tell you how nice it is being out here. Yes, there's traffic that goes back and forth. This is a monkey. Monkey wants attention. Cars go back and forth on the highway, but this porch is amazing. The dogs are able to lay out here. Got who's that over there? Max is over here. Monkey's right here. And then we have Minnie Mouse, Mickey Mouse, and Chubbs. And it's all fenced in for those of you that didn't see, all the way around. And then here comes the car. Thank you, Norman. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's a really nice setup. It's really nice. I'm out here. I'm watching Naked and Afraid right now on my laptop. And I come out here in the evening. It's got a nice cross breeze that goes right across the porch. So it's nice and cool. I don't have to. This morning I put on a hoodie and pajama pants and just sat out here. The dogs get to sit out here and relax. Today was mostly rain. I did go over to the homestead. I picked up a bunch of the 6-foot T-posts or 7-foot T-posts that I have for the 6-foot fencing. I picked up the last four of the 6-inch wood posts for the fencing to start doing that. I'm going to start digging tomorrow. And so one more time for everybody that's going to ask to see again. The dogs, and then that's the whole porch. So I did it like that, and then I took these gates, and I'm going to have to work on these gates because the brackets that I bought are made for the bigger gates that they sell at Home Depot, and these are smaller gates that I had. So right now they're a bit wobbly, and then I have just a chain with a quick link to unclip that, a lock on that one, and that down there at the bottom so the dogs can't go out. And then I still haven't finished wiring that around the pole, so I'll finish that at another time. And then that's the other end, and then into the restaurant. So I went ahead, I brought all that in my truck. I'm going to unload that in the morning. It was raining all day today, and then it's been okay. It's cloudy out there now, so it might rain again. They're saying rain the next 2 days, and then Wednesday's supposed to be clear, and I might have a visitor coming Wednesday, so I might be letting everybody know something about that. And then Thursday, Friday, I guess is probably rain. So this is what Lisa did. Well, I helped Lisa get everything moved. So we cleared out this side for those of you that didn't see. I put this cattle panel right here to block off so the dogs can't go into her stuff. And then just the TV stand, and the TV is left over here of hers. Now I put the cattle panel here at night so that way the dogs can't mess around. And then this is my area. So for those of you that don't know, I have the shed over at the homestead. The shed is packed sky high with all my stuff in it. I still have 3 to 4 trips to Colorado I've got that 20-foot storage or shipping container that I'm using as storage in Colorado. So I still have all that stuff in there. I still have stuff in the farm area. I still have the pig pen to take down and bring the pig pen back. So whenever I can save up the money and get out to Colorado, I still got to get all that stuff off the ranch so I can get the ranch sold, get that out of there, and make progress. But this is all the furniture I own, or the couches that I got at Roten's in Marshall when I was living in Marshall for the deal that I got them for. So that's the only furniture I own, and then I've got a mattress. No box spring, no bed setup, because I had put my mattress on that 2x4 bed stand that I made in the shed when we first moved out here. I was living in the shed. So I'll be doing that back over here, get some 2x4s, build a bed frame, and get my bed over here. But I've got to clear everything out. Now everybody asks why I don't have a bed in here yet and why I'm sleeping on a couch if I have a bed. Well, I'm sleeping on the couch because that's the most convenient right now because the shed is completely filled. My mattress is stacked like 5 or 6 boxes high. So I would have to unload my whole shed to even get my mattress out to get the mattress over here to have a bed to sleep in. The reason I haven't done that is because Lisa still has all her stuff here. So that whole side is all her stuff, which makes it feel a bit smaller. Now, the thing is, when she gets all this stuff out of there, it's going to be like this side minus the couch. So it's going to feel very, very vacant in here because you can see this whole front section is humongous. The building's about 21 or 2,300 square feet. And then, of course, for those of you that haven't seen, this is the bathroom back here. I got the washer and dryer installed. Eventually, those 2 wood mirrors that I got at Roten's, I'll get them hung up. I'm going to change out my clothing. All these wooden shelves, I'm going to get rid of all them. Eventually, I'm going to sell them and then redo all the walls and get all this taken care of in here. But for now, it works. And Lisa actually went to Colorado, and she'll be back in like another week or so. And then the dogs will be disappearing back to the homestead again until she moves out. So the kitchen, you know, that area, this is going to be the snowball area. I'll be going over in more detail on this. I'm going to rip all this stuff out, clean out the whole room, redo the floors, redo the walls, the electric, the plumbing, move that sink, and get all that done. And then what I did, I showed you guys a little bit on video. So I went ahead, I got this 6-foot fence. I just used T-posts on both sides to hold it up. It goes out and then it's standing up against that tree on one side, standing on the opposite side of this tree, comes over to the fence, just so the dogs have this area back here that they can run around. And then it goes round to the front, and I had that piece of fencing over there. Let me grab my light real quick. And you can see the fencing right there leaning up against. So tomorrow, if I can get some time when it's not raining, then I'm going to go right over here in the corner on the other side of the fence. I'm going to dig the 3 post holes for the post. And then I'm going to have to bring concrete over, which, once again, I was smart. Whenever I have extra money, I buy all these rolls of fencing. I buy all these T-posts. I buy all these boards and just have them sitting at the homestead, because now I have a bunch of concrete bags sitting inside of the shed. So I'll be bringing those over, and I'll be able to concrete the post that I had with the concrete that I had to put up the fencing that I had. So it's not costing me anything right now to be doing everything, because I've already spent the money previously. So that's what I have going on this week, is probably just sitting back, relaxing, and taking it easy. A little bit of fencing if I can get it done. But if it continues to rain, then I won't be doing anything, because everybody knows I don't work in the rain. I don't like working in rain. Don't do it. I did also get the permethrin spray bottle, the chainsaw oil and gas and all that from the homestead, so that way I can also get working on clearing the woods here if we don't have all the rain. And because I keep finding ticks on me, I need the permethrin to get that covered. Now, for those of you that want to know how Arkansas has treated me, Arkansas has treated me well. I really love Arkansas. However, there are some downfalls, and one I have not really talked about because I haven't really had an issue. But now I'm getting an issue here because it's all over in the woods here at the restaurant, and that is this. Let's see if my phone will focus. It won't focus. I'll show you this. The open parts. So that's all poison ivy. So my arms are... Let that truck go by. My arms are covered in poison ivy. So in Colorado, I didn't have poison ivy on any of my properties because it's too dry. Poison ivy is everywhere here. And Max, Dingbat over here, goes behind a tree that's covered in it. The fence is covered in poison ivy. And he digs in the ground to find a cool shaded area and goes right into the poison ivy. So I didn't know. So I looked online. I said, can dogs get poison ivy like humans? It's very, very rare that they can. They're pretty much immune to poison ivy. So I'm like, that lucky dog. Lucky, lucky dog. I'm covered. I've got it on my stomach, my chest, my back. I've had some itchiness. This arm was covered in it. I've got a couple patches left on this arm. There, you can see some of the dots there up by my wrist. All those dots. I had it all the way down my arm. So this arm is healing up. This arm's not as bad as my other arm. But yeah, poison ivy is one of the bad things in Arkansas. The flies during the summer, they're bad. The humidity is another big thing here. If you're not used to humidity. Now, I was born and raised on the East Coast, Delaware, Maryland, Florida, been down to Texas. So I know humid places. You got that right, Robert. Poison ivy is horrible, especially when you're clearing woods and there's nothing you can do about it. And I have to clear around the property line here at the restaurant, and then the rest of poison ivy through the whole center. The goats will come over and the goats will eat it all up. I won't have to deal with any of it. But I have to clear out along the property lines because the back fence is barbed wire and the bottom strands like 3 feet off the ground. So the goats would just walk right out and keep walking to wherever. So I've got to do along the property line, get that taken care of. Get the fence up, then the goats come over, let the goats have at it. They're cleared out. Then I can go in this winter, clip all the dead trees, stack them, burn them, or use them in agriculture beds, and then get grass seed and everything planted throughout the whole property next year, and hopefully get nice good pasture here. And then I'll have the snowball stand coming up right after that. Yes, they are. Goats are amazing. Um, but yeah, so that's the goals on how to deal with the poison ivy. And then, like I said, the humidity, it's not as bad as the East Coast. It's not as bad as the South. I picked a great area. We've been in the mid 80s. It's been beautiful. We had rain again today, so humidity was up. So you go inside a little bit and then come back out here. And I mean, even right now, I'm in short sleeve shirts. I'm wearing shorts and I'm just out here watching my TV shows. And I'm like, it's Sunday. Do a Sunday, Monday vlog real quick. And then that's pretty much it. So the dogs, once again, they're nothing but lazy bones. Nothing but lazy bones. I think they're enjoying it. They're enjoying the concrete. The concrete's nice and cold for them. The nice breeze that comes right through the porch. And then with the fencing around, keeps the dogs in. So even when they're barking at people, I don't have to worry about them taking off and going after anybody or trying to cause heck. Now, across the street, there's pasture and then there's woods. And there's a horse that likes to run through the woods every day. Twice a day, that horse runs down and it runs back up. And when it does, the dogs go crazy and they run back and forth in here, barking like crazy, thinking when the horses got out. And I just got to tell them, see, Mickey Mouse, you know about that horse? I see you open your eyes. Is that horse over there? Is that horse over there? Yep. Did you guys see that horse? See, they're already on alert. And look, Max is already up. Max is looking for it. Yes, they are. They are a small army for sure. And you should hear them when they're barking. They got big, big barks. Just one of them scare the heck out of people. And when you got all 5 of them chomping at the bit against the fence, yeah, nobody's coming around to mess around with anything. So the great thing is, too, when I'm on the homestead, we have wild hogs out here, which I've seen a lot of wild hogs. I don't have an issue over at the homestead because I have the dogs over at the homestead. And I also, when we were living in Marshall, I was picking up the dog poop in 5-gallon buckets and dumping them in piles out along my fence line at the homestead. So that has kept the wild hogs away. But my neighbor, the one day coming up to the homestead, there was a hog chasing one of the baby cows, and I was gonna get out and shoot at it. Another car was coming up the road, so I'm like, no, I'm not gonna start shooting with somebody coming up the road. And their vehicle and my vehicle ended up scaring the hog, and he ran the opposite direction from the calf, went across the road, and took off. But we have wild hogs out here. You can hunt anytime, just like down in Texas. And the dogs are my protection, along with if there's any mountain lions or bears or anything else. As everybody knows, when I almost got killed by the mountain lion back in Colorado when I built my house. And that's the whole reason why I got Minnie Mouse right here and Mickey Mouse right there. So, but I'm going to get back to watching my Naked and Afraid and my other TV shows. I'm going to sit here and enjoy the evening. If things are better this week without rain, then I'm going to get some stuff accomplished. If not, then I'm just going to be sitting here playing games, watching movies, relaxing, and enjoying life here in the Ozarks. So I hope everybody has a great week. Do something productive if you can. For some of you, I know you still got winter. Some of you have already been going into summer if you're down south, because I've been watching people already picking their gardens, which I'm totally jealous of that. We have these flowers right here. Let's see. All those buds, they're getting ready to turn into flowers. So any day they'll be popping up, and when they pop, I'll make a just short video on them, because I can't wait to see all the flowers here. So I hope everybody has a great night, and I'll talk to you guys later.